It's the 10th anniversary of New Roots Community Farm here on Grand Concourse, and community members are excited. They are engaging with the farm and the natural herbs of the earth, and this was the goal to get more community members informed and educated about the earth.
Before the pandemic, we did have community engagement because we had a very strong membership base. The New Roots Community Farm is part of the International Rescue Committee. It's part of their program. So we did have community engagement, and we did plant a variety of crops, including culturally relevant crops for our refugees, asylees, and mostly immigrant population, and herbs as well. But you're right, during the pandemic, everything just spiked.
During and even now after the pandemic, people have turned to a more natural way of living, meaning that community members are taking full advantage of natural resources from the earth in their cooking, water intake, and even their medicine.
Medicine is food and food is medicine, right? Before we had modern pharmacies and modern types of medicines, you got your health and wellness from the food that you ate. In fact, I was just speaking to a lovely community member who recognized an herb and picked it, asked the garden manager what it was, and sure enough, it was a tea that her mother would make.
The Bronx, if you didn't know, has the most green spaces in New York City, from Katona Park to Pelham Bay Park to Starlight Park and many more.
Growing up in Midtown Manhattan, I did not have access to the same kinds of spaces and just access to space that I got to have this privilege here being in the Bronx, especially in the South Bronx, with all the history that I got to also learn about the space, about food access in particular.
Kiana Mickey is the executive director of the New York City's Mayor's Office of Urban Agriculture. She tells us more.
The Mayor's Office of Urban Agriculture is coming on our first year anniversary. It's an office that prioritizes how to lead the city's efforts in increasing the access to and the production of locally grown food, minimizing the contribution to climate crisis, and spurring green economic opportunity in the city.
To find out more about New Roots Community Farm, visit their website at farmersmarketcoalition.org. Reporting for BronxNet, Kairi Moody.